Oh. Got it. I've lost that. I thought I had that down.
I was ready. No
Thanks.
problem.
It's 6:04 and I'd like to call the July 31st East Lyme Board of Ed special meeting to order. Everyone can stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Public comment? Is there any public comment? Okay, hearing none, we'll close public comment. We have some minutes to approve from the June 20th. meeting. Any comments?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes of the Board of Ed special meeting of June 20th.
I'll second that.
I'll abstain. I don't think I could, yeah, I wasn't there, was I?
Oh. So, any further discussion? Okay, so, who was?
Yeah, you
were. Jill, you were up. Yeah, everybody else was there. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstain. And motion, minutes are approved. So then we have, 3 consent agenda items. Does anybody want to make a motion to approve those?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the consent agenda as posted.
I'll second that. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstain. All the consent agenda passes, so just so everybody, I'll go through each one, but so we have been trying to put more into the consent agenda items that we pass. I mean, we generally go through, so we're not taking too much time discussing things that we've kind of discussed in the past are more routine. So first one, we're authorizing Jeff, the superintendent, to sign a 1-year shared service agreement for facilities director with Salem Public Schools for the period of July 1st, 2023 to June 30th, 2024. That's something we had discussed at a previous meeting. The second is an approval to authorize the superintendent to sign an MOU agreement regarding the usage for the former Town of East Lyme Dispatch Building, which is the building next to central office. And we did discuss that several times before. And then the third is to approve the CSDE educator flexibilities for the 2023-2024 school year as presented. And that's the one that we had approved last year, and this is one more
Yeah,
year
it's
before.
exactly
Yeah,
the
this is
same,
the
yeah.
same thing, and it's just one more
One
year.
more year.
So those are the 3 consent agenda items. We also, as we move on, so we have no discussion action items. We have committee of the whole after this. Yeah. So one thing is, it's not, because before we get to the committee reports, we do want to recognize Candace. Congratulations, Candace. She has earned CABE's certified Board of Education member designation, which is not that is not widely held. It is something that very few people actually get, and it requires, a lot of work on Candace's side, and it's nice to have someone on our board who's done so much work for that. So Candace, congratulations, thank you.
It's nice. A lot of good things going on with the connections of Cape. So.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
Jamie's doing
Thank you
something.
so
That's-
much. I appreciate that.
That's great. So then we have committee reports, but I don't know that we have any.
Can I do a Kate?
Yes.
It's, I don't know why it's not on there,
It
but
fell off. Yeah, let's do a cave. And it should,
Check what
yeah,
fell off.
cave learn. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, but yes,
know what
please do it. Yeah. do it.
so you already did my Candace one.
Okay,
um,
sorry, I
that's
saw you.
okay.
I'm sorry.
Leadership is August tenth. If anyone's gotten the email to go to Cape Leadership, I highly
already signed
recommend it.
up.
It's a great event. It's a great time. It's at Water's Edge.
Who's going? Anyone going? I mean, I signed up, and you'll go.
Talk to Carissa if you want to go.
I'm gonna have to-
And then there was an ECS funding webinar last week. I'm hopeful that it will be up on their CABE website soon. The registration for CABE is open for the November, and resolutions are due August 4th, if anyone wants to come up with something.
Thanks, Jamie. Any questions for Jamie on Cape? Okay. Moving right along, administration reports. So Jeff.
Yeah,
um,
I pretty much sent everything in that update on Friday, just to give you, a heads up in case there's any questions. So hope you had a chance to review that. A lot of, moving parts this summer, and a lot of projects, Chris is involved in. If you get a chance before you leave here, I don't know if it's actually open, but the stage floor was redone, the top of the stage. We repainted the front of it, so it looks a lot nicer, which is a good thing. So, maybe we can take a walk over afterwards. You can see it if you'd like. But, yeah, other than that, it's just been projects, and we're already gearing up. August 1st tomorrow, we're already gearing up for the start of next year. So a lot of moving parts, a lot of good things going on. So, we'll bring Kevin, I mentioned about Kevin Marcoux, he's off to a great start. We'll bring him into, one of our upcoming board meetings and kind of give a summer and early fall report. And we'll go from there. So, yeah, that was, but
Great. Thanks, Jeff. And then Annalise and Mariano are here, so we'll move on from those, and we're on to board comments and future agenda items.
Well, my husband loves to play tennis, and he said that I should bring it up that our tennis courts are kind of in need of some work
Oh,
and
no.
attention.
Really?
really,
Yeah,
We just did them.
we did them 11 years ago or 12 years ago. They were
It's
done.
like more recent than that.
Yeah, it was before I came in. It was right before I came in, because I remember picking up and hearing about the issue with the cost and the lights and.
Are there cracks and stuff, or they?
Yeah, what is he seeing? Cracks?
It's 11 years old.
I mean,
11
I
years
thought it was-
old.
I didn't realize it was that long ago.
Yeah,
I feel like it was just like
I know.
the other day.
I know. I drove back there earlier this summer. Actually, I think I saw a crack or two.
yeah.
When I drove by.
I can ask him, I'm not.
I'll go back.
Oh, yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'll go back.
No, yeah, let's just.
Yeah.
Chris.
I'll just say I did my homework.
Yeah, no.
After.
So we'll see if we can, what we can do. I think I don't have the problem is it sits on a marsh.
It
Everything
does.
sits in a marsh
On a
in this town.
marsh.
It does.
So that was, I know, the big issue too, what was underneath it when they redid it, but
Right,
I'll talk to Chris.
and they're really heavily used, I don't know if you're aware.
They are, I know, I see morning, night,
Yeah.
Exactly.
there's a lot of people out using them.
Then he also brought up the idea, like. Some of our facilities, especially the outdoor things. Who funds it? And I said, well, we do as the Board of Ed, but he's bringing it
Yeah.
up from the financial perspective, that maybe it should be. More cost shared with the town and with Parks and Rec, just saying, that's what he was
Yeah.
saying, so.
Use those capital items and we're gonna have the turf field in, 3 years.
Exactly, right, right.
It's something we talked before about, we get in the middle, maybe this is something.
Now.
Or,
rather than-
well, when we talk about, when we have our committee of the whole, and we
Yeah.
start talking about budget, things that we can do differently,
Right,
this might be one of those ideas to think
Exactly.
about. Our outdoor facilities and things, because they are used by the town.
all the time.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, if
yeah,
you-
which we want. I mean, yeah, it's absolutely, but it's not.
Lined
Yeah.
up, it's great, but
All the park and rec activities going on every evening, here on the turf field, and
not,
there's a lot happening on it more so.
There's a lot happening in this town.
Yeah,
I mean, Park and Rec, but I just think that there it is,
agreed,
which is good. All the facilities are being used.
but I'll check on that.
thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
thank you for
I can
mentioning it.
say
Yeah.
it too, but-
Because I saw and then I forgot about, so I'm glad you brought it up.
We threw you to the.
Other. Board comments?
One thing,
Tomorrow is the night out, though, right?
Yeah, National Night Out.
National Night Out.
Yes. That's the
Flanders.
police,
Oh,
yeah, the police activity, the signs have been up around town, right here at Flanders School, so that connection with the community
Yeah, yeah,
and the police.
yes.
There'll be vendors there.
That was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. It'll be a beautiful night. So, yeah, you and Rich were there last year.
Eastline
Yeah,
PD has worked out a great day.
yeah. So they'll be setting up
And this is in the evening, right?
5 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's 5 to 8.
Okay,
So.
And it's hopefully not gonna be as hot as last year.
No, last year was
Looks
hot.
like
Oh, it was hot.
Yeah.
Last year. was hot.
Yeah, it's gonna be, it should be a beautiful night tomorrow, which is good.
Which time does it start?
5 o'clock.
Jill, you had something to add? Did you have a comment? Yeah, for a
Oh, so
second.
we're tabling the discussion of shared costs for such things as tennis courts and that type of thing, children committee of the whole.
Yeah, we'll talk
Okay.
about that shortly. Yeah,
I just want to be sure I
yeah,
understand.
yeah.
I have some other questions.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that is it. Anyone want to make a motion to adjourn this meeting, and then we'll continue in a few minutes
I'd
with
like to
committee
make
of
a
the whole.
motion to adjourn this meeting.
Second.
All those in favor?
Bye.
Aye. Opposed, abstained. Okay, 16 minutes, not even really.
I think you beat my record.
I think that's a record.
I think you beat
Yeah,
my
but we-
record.
We do have other,
Yeah.
we don't get to go home now.
No, no.
So, no, it was good. There were a few things procedurally that it was good that we were able to take care of.
Listen, I was like half an hour once. I thought that was pretty good.
Elisa, can you,
Really?
unless you maybe already did stop the recording?
Carissa?
Or Chris, I'm sorry, I said Lisa. Looking at Elisa's name and